September 2020, exactly 1,349 days ago today when I'm recording this video. I started my first journal ever. At this time, especially with the pandemic in its peak, bullet journaling and, at-home activities in general were blowing up. And, I was like, you know what? I need to find a way to be productive. I need to find a way to, work on myself because I was really deteriorating mentally. My self-esteem, my confidence, everything was going south. And I thought bullet journaling was the way to go. Created habit trackers, sleep trackers, any tracker you could potentially think of, calendars, etc. Everything you could think of that goes in a bullet journal. I created it. The thing is, I thought it was working super well for me. I was getting a ton of satisfaction in creating spreads, tracking myself, tracking my daily activities, habits, my, even financials, my food, my diet, everything, my health, anything you could think of that could be tracked, I was tracking it. And again, it was enjoyable. But very, very quickly, I realized I was focusing so much on the aesthetic, the eye-pleasing pages, filling up the pages, rather than the actual info that I was tracking. I wasn't doing anything with that information. I was tracking everything. I wasn't acting on the data. I wasn't doing anything with the data. I wasn't improving myself. I wasn't trying to improve myself. And I realized, you know what, this method, this bullet journaling method just isn't for me. But something I realized is I found something very special with journaling. Grabbing a pen, grabbing my notebook, and tracking myself consistently. There was something there, I just didn't figure out what exactly just yet. After completing that first journal, I have filled up 5 of these since. I'm working on number 7 as we speak, present day. With that being said, obviously a lot has changed since then. Man, 2020, it doesn't sound like it was that long ago, but 4 years, that's a good amount of time. And I can confidently tell you, I am not nearly the same person that I was 4 years ago. And I'm thankful for that. I say that in a positive light. Each one of my 6 currently completed journals represents a different version of me, different beliefs, different values, different philosophies, different ideas, different mindsets, different goals. Keeping a journal throughout those 4 years up to, present day has been a key contributor to the person I am today and is a big reason why I feel like I have grown and really just matured entirely into adulthood. And there's 4 key contributors. Number 1 being the mental release. Life is extremely hard. Sometimes life even sucks for everybody. If you're watching this video, life has been hard for you. The thing is with journaling for me, I'll tell you right now, I'm never going to be one of those channels that will flip through my journals, that will provide you a deep dive into my journals. And the reason being, it's private. It's my safe space. It's only for my eyes, and it's only for me to enter in. It's a place full of my raw feelings. It's a place full of my irrational thoughts, just as much as it is a place for my good ideas, my positive thoughts, my most productive, moments in life, my most productive ideas. It's an equal space for both. But with that being said, the most important thing with my journal, by far, even above productivity, even above jotting my ideas down, is just keeping myself mentally stable, keeping myself in check, being able to go there and release those thoughts, release the stress. Jotting it down, getting it out of my head has been key to keeping me, afloat, really, with life in general. Number 2 is just being accountable. I can create trackers, I can create goals, I can create planners, whatever it may be. But if I don't have it, jotted down somewhere, if I just come up with it, it'll fizzle away. I won't have it anywhere. I won't have it anywhere to reference. I'll never really consistently keep those things in my mind. Creating ideas means nothing. Coming up with goals mean nothing if you don't act on them, if you don't remember that you even came up with them in the first place. So you really don't accomplish much. Journaling has forced me to stay accountable and be responsible towards myself, towards my ideas, towards those goals, and keep me on track and keeping those in my mind so I know how and what to consistently work towards. Number 3 is an obvious one. It's just a visual time capsule of myself. I mean, there's absolutely no denying how incredible of a feeling it is, even just after 4 years, for me to have really just a physical embodiment of those previous 4 years that I can look back on to see how much I've been through, to see how much I've overcome, to see everything I've experienced to get me to this point today, me recording this video for you. Even in those 4 short years, the growth and change that I've experienced and that really anybody has experienced is eye-opening. And there's no question that it's going to continue to happen. I'm going to continue to evolve. My life is going to continue to change. And I'm very thankful for myself 4 years ago for starting this, documentation of my life. By far and away, the most important, the most valuable key to this entire idea of journaling, and something I think you should really pay attention to. Many times throughout my life, from being a kid, from being a teen, from being an adult, I've always found myself talking myself down, never feeling like I deserve to be taken seriously, never validating myself. Keeping that mindset, having those thoughts, it is a key contributor to just destroying your self-esteem early. And admittedly, to this day, it's something I'm still working on. And I truly, truly believe it's going to be something I'm always going to be working on. I don't think I'll ever perfect it. The simple act of grabbing a pen, grabbing my notebook, and just doing everything I mentioned previously has helped me, validate myself, helped me build up my self-esteem, helped me build that confidence, helped me just remind myself that, I am everything that I need to be and more. I don't let anything negative stew inside me as often. Like I said, I'm never going to say anymore entirely. It's going to happen. I'm human. But as corny as it sounds, my journal is and always will be there when I need it. And again, conversations with yourself, really just talking with yourself, whether it's even outside of journaling, just having those internal monologues with yourself, I think is seriously critical to mental health, self-esteem, and well-being. And, even if journaling's not your thing, you need to have those conversations with yourself. You need to remind yourself that you're not crazy. Anyways, these are really just the 4 big reasons that keep me motivated journaling, and really the 4 big reasons I don't ever intend on stopping. I have no intention on ever stopping this hobby. And I'll tell you right now, I'll always be the one to encourage you, anyone really anybody that could benefit from it, to pick up a pen, pick up a notebook, even just a piece of paper, give it a whirl, see what happens, see how you feel, see the satisfaction if you get any from it. It's worth a shot because it changed my life. I know you see all these videos, this notebook changed my life, or this pocket notebook changed my life. It really did change mine, but it's not necessarily by any specific method. I have tried many journaling methods, but the best method of all, and the one I will always recommend the most, is to not have a method. Just have it there with you. You'll never know when you need it, whether it's every day, every week, maybe once a month, maybe once a year. Just have it there. Have it ready, because it'll be there again when you need it. The less of a system, the better. Because the more raw I am with myself, the more I've gotten out of journaling. And again, it's one of the biggest contributors to who I am today. Anyways, thank you so much for stopping by. Hope you have a wonderful day, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Later.